It's Super Bowl Sunday, and we're taking the night off. But you know what? We've still got Emoji Nightmare and Pass the Tea. Tell us what's happening, Emoji.
Girl, that's hot.
Hey there, welcome. It's episode 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 14, and I've got the recap for you. Last week we said goodbye to Orion's story, and the girls get ready for the big challenge of the week. The pit crew brings out a bunch of boxes, and the premise is basically Michelle Visage got a little too wild one night and ordered a bunch of stuff on Glamazon Prime, and these packages are what she ordered. The queen's task is to make something out of all of this random stuff and serve it on the runway. We know Willow Pill has in the past struggled with some design challenges because of their disability, and today is no different for them. We hear a lot from Diabetti how she really is tired of being safe and is really ready to be on the top this week. However, both Willow Pill and Diabetti realize that they are both doing a kind of baby doll, baby girl kind of look, and the two of them work it out and essentially decide that only one of them should do it, and Dia wins. We also learned that Jasmine Kennedy feels that she has a lot to basically prove because she ended up in the bottom of the last time there was a design challenge. And speaking of design challenge, all eyes are definitely on Maddie Morphosis because she was actually in the bottom 2 of the last design challenge, and she survived that one, but essentially she just does not want to be in the bottom 2. This challenge is great because each of the queens have kind of their own little interview with Carson Kressley and RuPaul, and so you kind of get to know a little bit more about them and what they're envisioning with this challenge. We learn that Dia is bold enough to ask Ru and Carson for a critique since she has always been safe and has not really been allowed a lot of critique. In what's kind of like a really kind of annoying storyline for me, I feel like Diabetti has been compared to and mentioned alongside Crystal Method repeatedly. While they come from the same drag family, I do feel that they're quite different queens. There are some similarities, and Dia even mentions that herself, but she's sort of getting to the point where she's ready to move beyond those comparisons. There's a whole lot of family talk on the episode. Leading up to the runway, we learn a lot about Carrie's upbringing. We learn a bit about Maddie's upbringing as well. We're kind of getting the sense for some of these deeper storylines, and we really are getting to know the queens more. Ultimately, the runway, there were a lot of good looks. There were some not so good looks for sure. It wasn't a total win runway this week like it has been the last couple. The tops of the week were Angeria, Lady Camden, and Georges. Bottoms of the week were Jasmine Kennedy, Maddie Morphosis, and Deja Skye. We learned that Dia's pretty upset about being safe yet again, and she really feels that she should have been on the top. I actually kind of agree. I feel that of the tops, I think Angeria's was given, I mean, she is my number 1 queen right now, but I just felt like it wasn't, I don't know, it didn't wow me. But I really liked Dia's look. I thought it was out of the box. I thought it was really different. And so I'm kind of with Dia herself. I do think she should have been at the top. When it comes to the winner, I thought of the 3 in the top that Lady Camden had the best look, especially last week. She has such a strong look. But in kind of a shocker, Georges won the challenge after being the bottom and surviving last week. So big 180 for Georges this week. Deja Skye is given safety, meaning Maddie Morphosis and Jasmine Kennedy will be lip-syncing for their life. Right before the queens begin their lip-sync to Sugar Mama by Beyonce, they cut to a clip from Untucked where there seems to be just a lot of drama between Jasmine and Maddie. Obviously, it's just a great lead-in for Untucked, and so kind of stirs the interest, but I'm sure gonna get a lot more information next week about what went down. The queens lip sync for their life, and ultimately it's Maddie's time to go. I'm a little sad. I did have a soft spot in my heart for Maddie. I have been ranking Maddie kind of low, but at the same time, there's something about her, but Jasmine lives to see another week in the workroom. Oh, by the way, I'm dropping a single soon. So that background music you're hearing, that is my song, Little Black Book. And I just performed it, Roll the Tape, from this Friday at Monkey House. Debuted my first song, my first live performance of it, which was really great. And that song will be available soon on streaming services. Thanks so much for following me on Instagram and reacting. I also have new merch for sale for my upcoming EP. So head to the site now to pre-order all the teas, and you can actually get stickers right now. Here is my ranking for the week. These are the final. This is I just feel like there's some disconnect from Angeria. I did have her on top last week, but I have dropped her. I do truly feel like Willow is maybe in the top. I loved the arm look this week. So yeah, Willow's, I don't know. Ugh, it's so tough. But yeah, my top. Who is on the top for you? I want to know. Follow me on Instagram and slide into those DMs. For now, I'm Emoji Nightmare, and I'll